Hey y'all, how's everyone doing? I hope y'all are doing well. And I am uploading this to my main channel. I don't know what is my main channel actually. Y'all know that I have two channels on YouTube, or if you don't know, I would like to tell you I have two channels. Both start off with my name, Beth Buchanan. One is Pure Bible, and it's pure Bible study, devotional type stuff, and I would highly recommend you, if you have not already, to please go over there and subscribe. And I feel like you'll be inspired. I really do. God often uses the Bible studies that I do for y'all to inspire me. You know, doesn't God work that way, that He'll, if you do something for someone else, He'll actually use it to bless you. Thus giving way even more to when Jesus said it is better to give than to receive. So I say all that to say, those of you who have not been over to Pure Bible channel may or may not know that my husband Lance, which y'all have seen when we do, you know, giveaways and he plays the song, I sing Doggy Bag song. He has been diagnosed with prostate cancer. And we don't know the stage, really. We've got an idea, but we haven't had the CT scan. We haven't talked to a radiologist. We haven't talked to a surgeon. We're not sure what we're going to do because we don't really know where it's at. We don't really know all the details yet. So it's time right now to pray. I wanted to be very honest with y'all and share with y'all my concerns. I think it's important for people to know that Christians also get afraid sometimes. Yes, we are called to have faith in God, but there's just times that you're just not in the best place to bring forth your faith, and that is when you're just honest with God and you reach out to Him and ask Him to give you the faith that's needed, to give you the wisdom that's necessary for the situation. And I'm going to talk about that more in another devotional, if you will, Bible study devotional. This is more devotional style. But today, I just wanted to tell you, first of all, those of you who reached out, it's a 3-part video. I ended up talking at length about it, and so I didn't get it into one video on my Pure Bible channel. I'm putting this one up on my Beth Buchanan Bible Beauty, Fashion, and Fun, because I want to be very real with y'all, and I think it's important, especially if you're watching this channel and you're not a Christian. I think it's important that you know that Christians, even though our call is to trust God no matter what, is to have faith, because it is faith that actually pleases God. But He also says in Ephesians 2:8 and 9 that you can't have that faith by yourself. It is a free gift from God. If you ask for it, He will give it to you. Now, God does different things. People say, don't pray for faith because you might get it. And you know what God does? He puts you in a situation where you have to go to faith with. There is nothing you should pray for more than to have faith. And yes, God may put you in a tough situation and show Himself forth and bring you through it to the other side, so that you will know from then on, and that season of your life will be so much worth it. And yes, it can be difficult. It can be difficult. It's just like, you know, when somebody works out and they say, you know, you have to work out hard and you don't get strong muscles and cut in muscles by just sitting around. Nothing worth doing is ever easy. It's hard, but it's worth it in the end. Well, that's true as God builds your faith. There's nothing more important than your faith, because in the end, this is all temporary, and you have to have saving faith. You know, you have to have trust in God to go from this world to the next, and you won't be able to do that on your own. I mean, we're all weak. You know, none of us are strong enough to do that. Not one human being is. Even the people you think are the most faithful. Like, some people think, Beth, you're so faithful, you'll have no problem getting through this. I've been a basket case. I've cried my eyes out for 2 days straight, just frightened that what if God decides that, you know, yes, I love you. Yes, I love Lance. It is time for me to bring him home. I'm like, God, please no. Please no. And yet I know God's ultimate plan is all that really matters. I don't want to be on this earth without Lance. And so, that being said, I was in a lot of fear, and I just had to pray about it and just ask God to take that fear from me, give me peace, give me trust, give me faith. And my husband keeps saying, babe, this is fake news. Everything's going to be all right. Well, it's not fake news. But he's trying to make light of it. He's trying to be strong for me, and I should be the one being strong for him. But sometimes I feel like, especially with men, when you let them be strong for you, that helps them be strong. Does that make any sense? Anyway. And stay positive minded and to speak good and positive things. So, y'all know that I sing once a year, and I am going to get the information to y'all in a video and go over all of this. But I sing once a year in a conference called Sisters in Christ, and this year is going to be streamed. So everybody can watch, and I'm going to highly encourage you to do that. But I get songs every year. I have to learn them. And I almost burst out crying last night in joy. Which, by the way, seeing your comments also made me burst out crying. Thank you, Pammy. Thank you so many of y'all that have just encouraged me and prayed for me, and Lance. I appreciate this more than you know. And or maybe you do know because you've been there, right? But anyway, I wanted to encourage you, this first song. It's called The Battle is the Lord's by Rebecca St. James. Y'all go listen to it on YouTube. The Battle is the Lord's by Rebecca St. James. There's also a video where she talks about how she wrote the song and everything. But listen to the words. This is at night I'm reading this. And I'm just so distraught. Just imagine the Lord say this. It's going to make me cry. So just, okay. Why so heavy, O my soul? Did you forget who's in control? If he calls the wind and the waves to still, he holds you now and always will. The battle is the Lord's. Take courage in the fight. The weapons of this war are praises lifted high. My confidence is sure. My God has gone before. I'll sing into the night. The battle is the Lord's. When I read that, because it was nighttime when I was singing, I was just like, ah. Okay. That's the second verse. Oh, be still, O anxious heart. Find rest here in the Father's arms. In his presence there is perfect peace. In his power there is victory. It just spoke to my heart. That's right. That's right. God's got this. He already knows what I want. He already knows what I wish. I don't have to remind him or give him instructions or do my... trust God and like your card. There's some research we need to do about picking the right doctors, the right treatment, all that sort of stuff. And I think God expects us to do that, but we're going to rely totally on prayer and him to guide us. So again, there's a bridge, and it says, here now. Your presence here now. We are set free now. Hands lifted high in worship. Here now. Fear has to leave now. Your kingdom's here now. Yours is the power and the glory. So that is the battle is the Lord's by Rebecca St. James. And the other songs is It Is Finished. There was Jesus with Zach Williams and Dolly Parton. And then Rise Up. All these songs, as I read them, God was like, your scripture for this year is about walking in faith. Not just having it, but walking it out. Here I go. Thank you for joining me in this journey. I'm sure many of you have had this journey. You've faced cancer or diseases, breakups, divorces, financial ruin, the weight of caregiving, being a single mom, being single with nobody. I'm trying to think of some things y'all have told me that your circumstances are. And I just want you to know, when y'all say things like that, I do put you on my prayer list. And I do pray about it. And I'm thankful that y'all are praying back for me too. Because it's mutual. We are the Southern Subby family. Y'all are my subbies, but we're like a family. And I hope y'all are open to, if you feel comfortable, leaving your prayer requests below. Some of y'all don't even have your real names on here, so if you feel like, I'm not going to say that in front of people. Here's the one thing that I'll tell y'all. You can't be proud and ask for prayer. I was not remotely proud, and I'm still not, about asking for prayer. I just want y'all to pray. I want y'all to pray for my husband. I'm going to ask anybody and everybody who I know is a Christian. Some of you who aren't a Christian, the first prayer that you need to pray, the prayer that will be heard for you, is a prayer of salvation. And there's nothing more important. It's when the rubber meets the road that you find out. In these kind of circumstances, it's just the reminder, we're not here very long. Make your decision for Christ, because that's for eternity. That will go on and on and on and on and on. This is temporary. And sometimes God will allow things like this to happen to remind you, this is temporary. Have you gotten too comfortable here? That's one of the songs. It says, in the dark and all alone, growing comfortable, are you too scared to move and walk out of this tomb, buried underneath the lies that you believe, safe and sound, stuck in the ground, too lost to be found. You're just asleep, but it's time to leave. Come on, rise up, take a breath. You're alive now. Can't you hear the voice of Jesus calling us out of the grave like Lazarus? You're brand new. The power of death can't hold you. Can't you hear the voice of Jesus calling us? Rise out from the grave like Lazarus. Oh, rise up. These are great songs. That again is Rise Up, and by Cain. Is it called Cain? Raising Cain? Cain. I think Cain is the name of that group. Just because of YouTube's rules, I can't put the songs on. I can't even sing them to you. So go look them up. Especially The Battle Is the Lord by Rebecca St. James. You will be very blessed by that. Again, thank you so much. And I appreciate y'all's prayers. I love y'all very much. And I know you're real people, and I am too. I'll talk to you again soon. Thank you. Bye. 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 Bye.